See what else we can find. Anyone else kicking about out here? Nolin Dam Road. Anetta Road. Oh. Excuse me? What was that? What was that? No? Someone's meditating. But there's nobody to be found. I can hear someone chanting or meditating or something. Hopefully you guys can hear that too. If the game audio is too quiet, let me know. But you guys are normally pretty good at telling me. So I'll assume it's fine. Oh, I'm determined that there's going to be something down here. Oh, nope, stop that. Determined there's going to be something down here. Nope, we can just drive out onto this estuary. Bait shop. This is literally where we were going. Awesome. Conway pulls into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, a handwritten sign reads, "Live bait. Minnows small and also large for strippers. Stripers." That says stripers. Night crawlers, chips and beer. A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. If you put $1 in the mug, he fishes it out of his coffee, dries it off, and hands it back to you. That's awesome. Oh, I wish I'd done that. That would have been good. To the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into the grass. And then eventually, trees. The bait shop is open. Read the flyer. Conway reads the flyer. Computer printed type in a bold font surrounds a clip art illustration of a TV set. The TV has eyes, arms, and legs. Its shoulders are slouched. On the screen is a cartoon expression of exhausted nausea. A hot water bottle rests against its wire antenna. TV repair. No model too old. Inquire within. We do not sell digital converter boxes. Enter the bait shop. Read the flyer, driver. Enter the bait shop. Is somebody taking a piss? Narrow aisles, crowded with lures, reels, rods, and snacks, divide the shop lengthwise from the entrance to the cashier's counter. The left wall is lined with churning tanks of water. Oh, good thing I went to the bathroom before streaming. Look into the tanks. Oh, good, it's louder. That's what I wanted. Conway approaches the tanks. The 3 metal tanks aren't labelled, and the water is too agitated to get a clear view of what's inside each one. The contents of the first tank are vaguely grey. The second is muddy pink. The third is clear, but shiny silver flecks occasionally flash across its surface. Oh, we're reaching into all of these, if we have the chance. Let me see. First one, vaguely grey. Second is muddy pink. Third is clear. Okay, well, let's reach into the pink one first. Conway reaches into the second tank. Conway's fingers slip through something fleshy but inert. The sensation is nauseating. Reach deeper into the tank. Gentlemen, we're going deeper. As his elbow passes into the pinkish mass, he realizes he's about to be sick from the smell and pulls away. I guess that's chum or something like that. Reach into the first tank. Conway's hand brushes against something roughly the size of his palm. Reach deeper into the tank. I hope the people who own this place don't mind that I'm just reaching into their tanks. Conway's hand comes into contact with a scaly, uneven surface. As he runs his fingers along the bottom, a bead of sweat bridges the inches from his temple to the water's surface. Something bites at his forearm. He recoils. Reach into the third tank. The water seems to tremble with life. Conway can't tell if his hand is being nibbled by fish or massaged by the artificial current. As his eyes near the surface of the water, he can see something colourful glowing faintly at the bottom of the tank. Reach deeper into the tank. A tremor spreads from his elbow out to his fingertips and up to the base of his shoulder. His vision flickers. The water is running warm, underneath his skin there, and he has the sensation that something is about to snap. His eyes close. What? He lays on a rooftop, new shingles rough beneath his back, swelling in the noon sun. He's exhausted, They must have started before dawn. His legs are sore from holding stable on uneven surface, his wrists from breaking old sealant, his fingers from carefully lifting shingles to hammer down new ones. Okay. So that we've accidentally reached into a pensive. His boss, Ira, yells from the idling truck below. He shades his eyes with his hand. A beer would be good. It's barely past noon, but he's worked a full day already. What could the harm be? Maybe a shot at the counter, just to get his eyes open. Then a beer. He could offer to drive into town for lunch and stop at that place on Cumberland. The cashier pushes Conway roughly on the shoulder. He's been talking, yelling maybe, but it's all an echo now. Conway looks up, his neck stiff with pain, his right palm still tingling. The cashier points to the tank, then above it to a few holes torn in the wall, nail holes from which an electric sign has come dislodged and fallen into the water. He helps Conway to his feet, looks at him pitifully, and returns to the cash register. So we just give ourselves an electric shock. Narrow aisles crowded with lures, reels, rods, and snacks. Damn, this is the same thing from before. Let's approach the counter. Yes, excuse me, I was just reaching into your tank and electrifying myself before coming to talk to you. A wiry cashier stands behind the register, preoccupied with a Sudoku puzzle. Ask about Shannon Marquez's workshop. Ask about the basketball game. Ask everyone about the basketball game. The cashier switches on the radio. An AM sports broadcast is playing, but Conway can't be sure if it's meant to answer or to drown out his questions. Ask about Shannon Marquez's workshop. A handwritten sign on the door behind the counter reads, TV repairs by appointment. Please consult with cashier. The cashier knocks a few times on the door and waits, occasionally glancing at his puzzle. After a few moments with no answer, he notices a small note written on the sign, reads it, then points it out to Conway. Read the note on the workshop door. Weaver, I got your message. I've left for the old mine. Don't know if I will see you there or what. Ready either way. Walk away. Narrow aisles crowded with lures. Yeah, this is the description from before. Leave the shop. Conway leaves the shop. Yes, the same as we had before. Nice. The shop's right at dirt. And eventually trees. Drive away. I came from this way. That was fun. So we can go back, so there's potentially more stuff to be done there. Need to remember that. For future. For the future, rather. Apologies if I do like double backing. Yeah, I have to go down Frenchman Knob Road as many times as possible. Just gonna have to accept that. Now, I don't remember where we were supposed to go now. I've got too distracted. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, okay, we can't go that way. I've become too distracted by everything else in the game. Never mind. On-ramp. Never mind. Good design that I can just find it like that. Elkhorn Valley. I have a journal. What button do I push? Hang on. What button do I push for my journal? Ah! Thank you. That is that is invaluable information. Notes. Marquez's Farm, Mines, Shannon Marquez's Workshop. Right. From Marquez's Farm. Get back on 65 heading north, then take the first right after. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you. That is good to know. Conway brushes some dirt off Blue's hat. How's it going, Blue? Always talk to the dog. Hey, you got something on your hat, buddy. Been digging in Lysette's flowers again? Did you pick that up on the road? Been digging in Lysette's flowers again? She just can't keep you out of there, can she? No. Dog. Let's go into the mines. Hello, person. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Oh, I'm playing as Shannon now. Interesting. It's $200 for 2 weeks. Yeah, it kind of is an emergency. No, it's fine. I'll figure it out. That's $200 for... Oh, the wrong button. Oh, well. Inaudible. I guess he can't kick me out for another week or two. But can I trust him to not just change the locks? Okay, you're right. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Always end things nicely. Shannon hangs up the phone and puts it away. Stranger. He has a name. Conway. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on, and I'm looking for the on-ramp to... You here to kick me off the property? Do you believe in ghosts? Best opener. Hey, my name's... Do you believe in ghosts? Well, let's see. I do believe a place can be haunted, if that's what you mean. What about a person? Can a person be haunted? Sure, I guess a person could. Sometimes I feel haunted myself. What haunts you? Bad decisions, I guess. Wasted youth. Well, look. Liquid, stop playing Civ 6. You're gonna lose yourself. Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lysette's Antiques, and I'm out here trying to finish this job. What kind of stuff are you hauling? Antiques. Good stuff. Lysette has a sharp eye for the little good it's done her lately. You know, it's just one recession after another. Everybody's selling their old stuff cheap, but nobody's really buying. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now, I heard I need to take a highway called the Zero. So I met this young lady, name of Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way, so here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway with... What? Oh, I'm back to controlling him again now. Weaver Marquez, do you know her? So you saw her. Tonight. I know Weaver. She's my cousin. I'm Shannon Marquez. Oh, so you're the one that fixes televisions. That's right. Did she tell you that too? Of course she did. Weaver doesn't lie. One time, when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and that we'd be hearing it echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door, just come back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke, and it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought she meant it as a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle. She's a mystery. So, anyway, what are you doing down here, Shannon? I talked to Weaver earlier this evening, too. Or anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? At my workshop. She just appeared. I hadn't seen her since a long time. It's not such a bad thing, you showing up now. All told, I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. It's no place for a dog. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. If we're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp, and whatever else, we've got to keep our bearings. I don't want to get turned around. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put signal out ahead, do some analysis, and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Topology. Okay. Topology. It's the science of continuous space, my friend. The way this twisty maze of passages fits together. Awesome. No work tomorrow. The N is backwards. And I always get irritated when people hyphenate tomorrow. For no good reason. Just because I'm a snob. I'm going to walk straight past you. PA. What else do we have, though? Literally nothing. Okay. Let's have a go on the PA. Breaker, not. That runs into the mine's PA system. Do you think it still works? Only one way to find out. Alright, give it a whirl. Into PA. Is anybody down there? Or, how big is this place? Into PA. Is anybody down there? Nothing. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and lights. Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens. Coal script, you know? And if you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air up, well, you have to put a token in. My parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. I guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. Let's just head into the mine and see what we can see. Can we power it up? I bet we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed. Here, set that lamp of yours, and I'll go unplug these ceiling lights. Conway clears his throat nervously. Conway tries to think of something clever to say. Conway fidgets with the change in pocket. Tries to think of something clever to say. I heard the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Well... Okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noises into the mouthpiece. Conway taps the mouthpiece. Conway rubs a finger along the surface of the mouthpiece. Taps the mouthpiece. Conway scrapes a coin across the mouthpiece. Hums a deep tone into the mouthpiece. Conway whistles. Nice. Damn, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with a cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer. So let's just say something into the mouthpiece, and we can get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy. Just say anything that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something. Well, what did you have for breakfast today? Into PA. Here is a story. I used to work doing roof repair. I had breakfast with... I used to work doing roof repair. That is a hell of a voice you've got there, Conway. We even fixed up a church roof once. Oh my word, this man's voice. Should have taken us an hour to get there. But then a thunderstorm hit and it was too late anyhow. Shannon. Got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah. Low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. You're probably used to it. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable, or if it's too thin, or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax. Try to breathe naturally. Conway breathes and thinks about the road. Conway breathes and thinks about resting. Conway breathes and remembers a moment earlier in the day. Getting some pretty strong readings here. I think we're in good shape, but keep at it for a minute. Breathes and visualizes a cold drink. Conway breathes and relaxes as a peal of feedback and loose rock engulfs him. Oh man. Oh, okay. Okay. Did we do a bad? Oh, that's a thing that happened. Act 1, Scene 4. Elkhorn Mine. Jesus, you alright? What the hell? I'm okay. My leg is not stuck. I've got you. You're alright. Shit, your leg is pinned. I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. Dead. There you go. Okay. Are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's all messed up. No, it's fine. I'm a big boy. Just try to stand up. Careful. I'm right here. Damn. Don't worry, I've got you. I've got you. That leg is in bad shape. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Well, okay, there's some luck, right? We should be able to ride this tram right out of the auxiliary exits. If there are any. I think there are. What about Weaver? What about the on-ramp? What about the on-ramp? We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So, the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. Be very, very quiet. That's awesome. I love that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this looks nice and safe. Electrical wires not a foot above your head. Oh. Maybe I just have to hold down the button. Does that work? That works. Do 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 do. Oh yes. We're going like. Sorry, what? Sorry, what? Were those silhouettes in the background there, please? Oh, good. Oh, good. They're there again. Jesus. Okay, maybe we just keep lights on. Maybe we just do lights on, I think. Stay there. Good Jesus. Turntable. Oh, here we are. This may be hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe myself. But this whole branch was underwater last I heard. Is it safe? How did that happen? Some careless miner or some unattended machine bored through into an underground lake. The water came in pretty fast, and a lot of folks got trapped in the tunnels. I only heard parts of how it went from there. Sanitized for the bereaved. You know how these big companies are. But there was gossip too. The trapped miners couldn't get the pumps going because the water was rationed. The power was rationed. I can't talk. So they shut all the lights off. But even then it wasn't enough. Oh, so those were all the ghosts of dead miners. Fantastic. So I guess it was dark when they... You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Doesn't matter now. Look, this old turntable is still wired up. The controls are dead, but I can use my signal generator to switch tracks. If the water hasn't damaged it too much. Sorry, my reading is getting worse. Or we can just keep heading down this tunnel. All this junk hanging up around the turntable is from the company's store. Just junk, you know? The miners would buy it and use it to decorate the place. Or as landmarks, I guess. Hard to know which way is which down here. It's all so dim and grey. Shannon connects 2 clip leads from her signal generator to the turntable's electrical panel. We're on the track between the animal bones and the rowboat, so... Tuning. The pendulum and the casket. The bat feeder and the scarecrow. I mean, first of all, what is a bat feeder? I want to find out. The bat feeder and the scarecrow. Oh. Oh, I like this. Oh, that is going to confuse the shit out of me. But that's very cool. Okay, so this is a bat feeder. And that's obviously a scarecrow. Okay. This is going to confuse me a lot. I'm not good with this kind of spatial awareness. Let's set the lights off again. Let's look at all the ghosts. Ghosty, 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 ghosties. Oh. No. Broken track. The tracks are all messed up here. This tram isn't going any further. I wonder what's down that tunnel. We are never gonna know. Unless we find some dynamite, of course. Put the lights off. See the ghosts? There they are. Let's go back. This way. Oh! Oh man, I love the way they just sort of flicker in and they're staring at you with their hands on their hips. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, there's actual light down here. Oh! Dead end. That's like a motorway tunnel. Do you hear that? Kind of a muffled rumbling. Maybe we're near the surface. Yeah, sounds kind of like a highway. I wonder why they stopped digging so abruptly here. Maybe they hit a pipe or something. Alright, back we go. Alright, so Scarecrow and Bat Feeder is a no-go. So we'll have to go... Thankfully there's only 3 options in total. Well, 6 if you want to say both ways on the turntable. Alright. Also, I just want to point out, Shannon is a fucking genius. The kind of stuff she's doing at the moment is ridiculously complex. On the track between the Bat Feeder and the Scarecrow, so... The pendulum and the casket, please. That is what I would like to see next. I really want to get a Bat Feeder now. Bats are the best. They are exceptionally cute. And see, what you're calling a pendulum, I thought was like a leg of lamb or like a ham or something just sitting there. But yeah, pendulum works. Lights off. What is that noise? The noise only seems to be happening when it's dark. Which is a fun thing. It's like, oh, it's drilling. It's drilling and like mining noises. It sounded like a goat dying. Oh, I didn't know those were still down here. You've been down here before? Not this deep, but I knew about the tape machines. When this mine was active, a couple of folk music archivists, spent some time here recording miners' songs. Really academic, ivory tower types. None of the miners really talked to them much. So they stayed at the margins, observed, took notes, and then sometimes they'd get someone on lunch break to sing into their microphone. And I guess the power company got some kind of interest in the project and gave the archivists some coal script tokens to pay the miners with for their songs. Did your parents sing? What happened to them? Did your parents sing? Oh, yeah. They sang. They sang in the mine for coal script tokens. Look at the tape player. A dusty reel-to-reel tape player is stashed beneath the track, loaded with tape but starved for power. Can I put some... Like, that is a genuinely horrific noise. Let's switch the light back on, shall we?